number. And I usually highlight this, and I haven't highlighted it yet, but it's going to be this pinkish kind of color. This is Hallie. This is Case. It's kind of a bluish color, and then Jove gets a green. So those are my main points of views. Clara does get a point of view in book 2, so she will get a color. Of course. I don't know if I did any scene skeletons for Clara, but I think I just wrote them. I just pants them, but it's fine. Moving on. Then over here, this is what I've added. Well, Magical Cookie has always been there, but the setting and the date is what I've added this for book 3 because I've noticed in book 2, I had trouble with the dates and I had to go and like fix things in that last edit. And it was not fun. So I had to make a calendar and everything. So added this, and hopefully I make sure like everything is lining up beforehand, so I don't have to edit like a lot of different things afterward. I'm also going to be keeping a calendar, but that's neither here nor there. Moving on. Magical Cookie is the most important part of my scene. It is what about the scene makes me love it or want to write it. What am I most excited about this scene and writing it? So it could be, you know, there's like a bantering between characters. It could be a cool plot point, XYZ. That's what I put here. So this is from the very first book I ever drafted and finished, Scene Skeleton's work, guys. So essentially a scene skeleton is a summary of the scene you're about to write, but it's the brainstorming process of that scene. It could include a summary like I've done here. It could include dialogue. In my most recent scene skeleton for book 3, I include dialogue with Case and the other character in that scene. And sometimes I'll draw arrows like I did here for further descriptions. A lot of times I will add the notes on the side here. I guess I end up not using those. And other notes here. So I also just doodle sometimes because sometimes I get stuck. But that's what it is. And it's helped me because I've already pseudo planned out the scene, but I didn't plan so far in advance that I got bored with it. I do change things from the scene skeleton to the actual draft. Don't always do that, but a lot of times I will kind of pants things when I actually do the drafting. So that's it. It's just word vomiting on paper essentially about that particular scene. Sometimes I don't do it in order. I take chunks and I draw arrows to where I want them to fit. Like, it's a lot messier usually than what you just saw. Because it's a messy process, that brainstorm and stuff, but it really helps unlock something in my brain because I don't fear the blank page anymore. I also always do my scene skeletons by hand every single time. I never, ever, 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 ever do scene skeletons on my computer, period. Something about your brain, and then there's like research about like handwriting things that really does help. If I'm actually really stuck even with my scene skeleton, I will start by drafting my scene like by hand and then I'll move to the computer. But I usually don't have to do that because my scene skeletons, I've perfected them over the years. Maybe one day I'll show you a Realms of Wrath and Ruin or a Cities of Smoke and Starlight scene skeleton. We'll see. Have a good Tuesday.